Hi, welcome to A Week in Weatherfield, the Coronation Street review show presented by two people who were definitely going to Tattingham and not Tittingham. Sorry, Abby. I'm David Brown.
And I'm Sarah Doran.
This week's headlines: Elsa, let it go.
Gina loves Tim, but just a little bit.
And Carla baby drama. Well, Nick's secret is out. The mystery E is Elsa, his wife from Nottingham, who's been hiding away all this time, but who turned up in Weatherfield this evening. What did you make of that little storyline?
Well. I mean, I didn't feel like he's been gone long enough to have a wife, but this is Nick Tilsley, you know, and Nick famously rushed into a wedding with Leanne back in the day, so, you know, he's flying around, he's loved everybody at some point, I think. He's a bit like the Max Branning of Coronation Street. You give a man a brain injury and they're always going to be unpredictable. That's the thing, I never know if he's supposed to be a nice guy or a bad guy. Like, he comes into the factory, is he trying to be a bad guy to get the factory from Carla?
That's
you know, I don't know.
He keeps you on your toes.
Exactly. That's why the ladies love him.
Yeah, but you know, Carla, at the end of the episode, she kind of said, Nick, I've got this holding over you now. You know, either you sell me back the factory or I tell Leanne everything. But do you really think that it's a great blackmail scheme?
Absolutely not, because as we saw throughout, Sarah's already told Nick, oh yeah, Leanne was engaged to Steve for like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, Leanne slept with Steve before his wedding. Yeah. Oh, but that's all over now. So, in fairness, and I'm not saying you should treat this as a like for like. Yeah. I mean, neither of them have a clean slate. No,
each have a bit of a checkered last 12 months, don't they?
And as you pointed out, Nick didn't actually go in for the kill with Leanne.
He didn't.
He said, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go and tie up some loose ends. He didn't tell her quite that those loose ends were a wife, but he tried to be noble.
He's only been back 5 minutes as well, and half of that time Leanne's been in a hospital bed, so he hasn't had that much time to put her in the picture.
No, exactly. And it's you know, I feel for poor old Elsa. I mean,
she seems perfectly nice.
Yeah,
she seems okay. But, you know, I think Nick should be with Leanne.
Completely, and that's what's being set up. And I'm kind of like, this is just a hurdle for the sake of a hurdle, maybe.
Well, they couldn't just kind of have him come back for the sake of it, you know, and there had to be, I mean, the initial reason was because Leanne was in hospital, but they like to throw in a little bit of a curveball.
Like Steve McDonald's super sperm.
Steve McDonald, yeah, I mean, Leanne for years, she couldn't conceive, but, you know, she only has to get within spitting distance of Steve McDonald and the possibility of pregnancy comes up.
That's phrasing if ever I heard it.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to think of something quite anodyne there, but yes.
Yeah.
Move on. But yes, Steve McDonald is the most potent man on the street. Let's just put it like that.
Is he though? I think there's another potent man on the street.
Who's more potent?
Oh, we've got to throw it over to Tim, just a little bit.
Oh, Tim, yes. Now, Tim is the newfound love god of the street, isn't he?
Get that shirt off and put that deodorant on.
No sooner is Sally banged up than Gina is sniffing round Tim. Gina had a very busy week, didn't she? She was
everywhere.
She was dating Deb, she was visiting Sally in prison, she was getting the hots for Tim. I've never seen Gina so visible on the programme. Are they kind of setting her up to be this new Scarlet Woman?
I don't know. I'm surprised we didn't see her going up the road with a few Freshco's bags as well. You know, doing the shopping, cleaning some windows. No
wonder she had to do all that overtime at the factory. She's barely been behind a machine,
I mean, maybe she was going to Tittingham, not Tattingham. You never know.
Yeah, she could have been. But, I mean, do we think that Gina is going to split up Tim and Sally? Because I think they'd be stupid to break up that marriage.
No, I think this is just one of those kind of storylines to keep Tim in some sort of peril and kind of keep him busy while Sally's in prison, and just keep us ticking over, because we're counting forwards to, you know, what we're going to find out what's going to happen to Sally. We don't know, and it's nice to see a little bit of, you know, a sideshow going on at the same time.
Do we understand the appeal of Tim? Remember, Tim was brought in as a very feckless character, wasn't he? And now he's softened, and now he's lovable Tim,
You've got to love a man who will put Freshco's wallpaper up in the house.
Yes.
So his missus can call it designer.
Yes, that's right. See, that's what Sally's missing.
Yeah.
I needed to get home quickly. I'm not a fan of Gina and Tim. Hashtag Jim.
Big Jim.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's leave that to one side. There is one union that we're, of course, very happy about, and that is the engagement of
Kate and Rana.
Rana and Kate. Thank you very much. Yeah, Kate and Rana. Hashtag Kana. Yeah. And yes, no sooner had the rings been exchanged than they were planning to start their family, weren't they?
I feel like this is happening everywhere lately.
Yes.
Is there a soap couple that isn't trying to, you know?
Yes, this is true. Emmerdale at the moment, we've got Aaron trying to convince Robert to have a child, and now we've got Kate trying to convince Rana, and Rana doesn't seem to.
Do you know what this is going to be like? It's going to be like the space race. But for a baby.
Yes, who's fertilised first?
Yeah, exactly. And so we're going to see like Corrie and EastEnders facing off against each other. I mean, could they have, they could have like, you know, sidelong pregnancies, trade pregnancy diaries. Maybe let's have a crossover. Let's have them all end up in the same hospital for the same delivery.
No, they'll all end up in the same NCT group.
Oh yeah, of course.
Before the baby.
That's a great spin-off. Yeah. I mean, hit me up, ITV. I can script this for you. You know,
good, wouldn't it?
These guys, like David and Johnny, are the experts, but you know,
you've come up with a good idea there, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, what was kind of brushed to one side very quickly was the fact that Rana had been on this cruise with her mum, and there seemed to have been a bit of a rapprochement because the mum was very bigoted towards Rana and didn't approve of her lesbian relationship. But now that the news of the engagement has come around, it's like, oh, mum hates me again. All right, never mind. I don't care about that. That seemed very weirdly dealt with.
It's just like, it's fine now. You know, we've had a massive family trauma, but never mind.
Mum hates me. I'll just move on from that. I don't really understand it.
No.
Anyway,
you
can join us in 7 days' time to find out whether Mum's come round and has wished Rana all the best with the pregnancy. We'll be back with another week in Weatherfield.